Do you ever worry that your business is not as successful as it should be? Do you doubt your abilities as a business owner or feel really uncomfortable when dealing with some aspects of your business? Are you ever afraid to dig deep into your numbers because you're afraid of what you might find? And if you do look at your data, do you ever feel confused about what it's telling you? Worry, doubt, fear, and maybe even shame. If you've ever felt those emotions when tracking your finances or evaluating your marketing efforts, you're not alone. Many other business owners have felt or feel the same way. But the good news is you don't have to keep feeling that way whenever you're looking at your business numbers. And in this video, we'll talk about why you feel those emotions. With the right approach, you can utilize data to your benefit with no guilt attached. Let's dive in. If you're new here, my name is Kari and I'm a business operations specialist. I help successful businesses with messy metrics clean them up so they can get simple and accurate information from their data, which enables them to grow more quickly and more efficiently. So why do we feel uncomfortable about tracking, analyzing, or even just looking at our business numbers? Well, there can be a lot of different reasons. If you're unsure how to use your data or you don't understand every metric available to you, your numbers may make you feel like you're not doing a very good job running your business. It might make you feel unsuccessful or unqualified or bad at numbers. These feelings can stem as far back as your early days in school, believe it or not. Maybe you struggled with numbers as a kid, or if you didn't excel at something right away, maybe you sort of avoided it. Missteps and lack of education with money as a kid, teen, or adult can also affect you. Some people don't grow up financially literate. We sometimes have to learn about numbers the hard way by making mistakes with our money. All of those feelings are common and valid, and you can learn how to accept those feelings and overcome them so that you can begin using your business data with confidence. The first step in dealing with any shame, fear, doubt, or worry, remind yourself that your numbers are simply a snapshot in time of what's currently happening in your business. Your numbers are just your numbers. They're data. They're tools at your disposal. Looking at your numbers isn't a reflection of business success. It's just data. But working with those metrics can help you make informed decisions that lead to future growth and ease. When you look at your numbers, keep in mind that's all they are. They're numbers. They don't mean that you're unsuccessful or running a business poorly. They're simply telling you a story, and you just need to be willing to take it all in and listen to them. You can also remind yourself that managing your business data is just part of being a responsible business owner. Taking note of where you are in your business journey is a sure sign that success isn't far away, even if it doesn't feel like it. Keeping track of the numbers demonstrates how serious and proactive you're being about achieving your goals. So keep working on shifting your mindset. Just like any other new skill we acquire, it usually doesn't change overnight, but it is definitely worth investing time into practicing. I also recommend starting small by tracking just a few key numbers. Learn all you can about them and track them regularly. So which number should you start with? It depends on what questions you have about your business's performance, and it also depends on your business's goals. If you want to learn whether your business is making enough and what you can do to boost your revenue, for example, you might want to focus on your expenses and profit first. And to help you with that, I have an entire video that can help you track 4 specific types of metrics to evaluate how much money your business is actually making. Think about which numbers are most important to your business and what tools you use or will use to track those particular numbers. Maybe you want to learn about your target audience or your sales or where your site traffic is coming from. Those all involve looking at different metrics from different sources, so I suggest that you become familiar with where to find the information that you're actually looking for. As your confidence grows and the answers your numbers are giving you lead to more questions that you'd love to know more about, add on to what you're tracking bit by bit. Take it slow and stick with it. You may not get everything right away when you first start, and that's okay. Now, I realize that sticking with it is easier said than done, so I'm going to share a little tip that will help you stay accountable with actually tracking your business numbers. I would love for you to track your numbers regularly so it becomes a habit. You can do this by setting a recurring event on your calendar every week that will remind you to take the time to dig into your data. Think of this event as an appointment or a meeting that you can't miss or reschedule. Make sure to give yourself plenty of time to review your numbers, pinpoint the changes you'd like to make, and then make a plan for how you will implement based on the numbers that you're seeing. It's best not to rush through this meeting, which can cause either unnecessary stress or kind of a half-hearted look at what's really going on numbers-wise. Remember, we're trying to keep your feelings positive when it comes to everything surrounding your numbers, and we want to use the numbers as guides for our decision-making. If you're short on time, consider setting one quick meeting to review your numbers and list out the changes that you want to make. Then set another short meeting to actually implement the changes. This is especially helpful if you have a team. Depending on the number of people on your team, you might want to review your numbers with your operations manager or your director of operations. Then you can set another meeting with key team members to decide how best to implement based on the numbers that you're seeing. Once you're into the groove of tracking your numbers, it really will become second nature to you. And if you're like a lot of my clients, you'll start to quickly notice trends within the data that you're collecting. You'll start making confident decisions based on the trends that you see, and your confidence will skyrocket. And you might even find yourself looking forward forward to these metric reviews because you know how much they help. So we've covered a few tips on dealing with the negative thoughts and feelings around your business numbers, but I also want to touch on why tracking your numbers is so important in the first place. I think tracking numbers is one of the 4 key practices in running a successful online business. Tracking your numbers helps you to do all sorts of things, including learn your customers' goals, challenges, and needs, really understand the overall financial health of your business, identify areas in your business that need improvement and which ones are actually working well, measure the success of your marketing campaigns, and make decisions for your business based on solid facts. And who doesn't want all of those, right? Now, are you ready to begin tracking your numbers regularly and with confidence? Please remember, avoid using your numbers to judge yourself, your abilities, or your self-worth. Your numbers are facts. They are just tools that can be used to improve and grow your business. The fact that you even want to track and analyze them already makes you an excellent business owner. You can do this. If you have any questions about starting to track the numbers in your business, or if you need a little encouragement, please leave a comment below. I'm absolutely cheering you on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.